Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and we are on build, I forgot to look, are we on 7? I think, maybe, of our, I always lose track at some point, usually before now. But we're doing our Age of Innocence little classroom here. And so far we have our classroom, and then we have our little bits and baubles here, backpacks, plants, tape dispenser, some books. So let's we got to finish up a few things before we get into the big mix of things, right? So let's just go ahead and jump right in. And sorry. First of all, I think I'm trying to decide. We do our light or we do our sign? Let's do our sign, because I'm so sick of this sign. So sick of this sign, you guys. But that little bit of glue did kind of strengthen that that little that beam. So I'm just gonna make sure. So I'm gonna put a little bit of aliens on the back of the sign. Now, if you watched any of the previous, like, 4 videos, I have fought with this thing because I screwed up and was putting it too high on this wall. My mistake. Totally my mistake. So then I thought it didn't fit, and I cussed out the creators and shaved it down, and then found out I was doing it wrong. Not my first time, probably not my last time I'll ever do that. So we have the beams, pretty good and supported. I'm just being very careful not to try to pop it off the walls or pop it apart. I do need to make sure this side, nope, it wasn't straight. Need to make sure it's, because the little spacers are round on top, which makes no sense to me. But they are. Just want to give it a good bond before I let go. Oh my goodness. Goodness, look. The sign is up, you guys. That stupid beam and sign is up, and if it falls down, it's never going back. So let's put this over to the side. We have to finish up our light. We did one last time after this, what they call tracing paper, which is very, very thick tracing paper. And then the wood goes on the outside. I almost messed that up. I almost put it on the inside. So we're going to, I didn't do the hard folds. I got to do the hard folds on this one. We need to make the hole bigger. Only bad thing about learning, so doing the first one on my last video, I learned all the little things that weren't quite right that I had to fix, which is good. But then I didn't want to finish this one. I was tired. I was fed up. So now I have to remember all those little things, like making the hole bigger. Almost forgot about that. But we'll get it. Come on. Oh, that tore. Got a little tear in the edge there, but let us be gentle. Can't believe they call this tracing paper. It's crazy. Or I've just not worked with enough tracing paper to know that sometimes it's this thick. It could just be my experience. My experience, tracing paper is pretty thin. But I don't see how you could be able to make this with a thin tracing paper. It wouldn't hold up. Okay, so let's make our hole a bit bigger. I'm just using the hole in the wood as like my little template, because even though it's tight, the two wires do go through that. Okay, and we learned super glue does not work on this. It just sits on the surface and then dries. So we'll use some of our Aleene's tacky glue. Throw in X-Acto knives now. And I understand if you need to fast forward if you watched me make the last one, or even if you just don't want to watch me make this. I get it. It's just time. It's just time. Time-consuming little thingy. But I gotta do it, so if you want to fast forward till I get this one done, I totally understand. If so, I'll see you then. But come back, we're gonna make some, I think we're gonna go into our bookcases. I don't know why I'm putting off the table and chairs. I really don't know why they're, I mean, they're not like some gigantic task. It's just that there's 9 of each. Not chairs, not desks, not tables, desks and chairs. 9 desks and 9 chairs. It's just a lot. But I don't think they're going to be too difficult. So we will get to that though. Hey, work with me. Work with me, not against me. And the key to working with this paper and this glue is just, you just got to hold it for a few seconds, like, and it's usually a few seconds longer than you think. Because like normally I'd want to let go by now, but I know that it's not going to stick. So I need to hold off a few more seconds. Okay, and the back side. Did y'all watch my last video? Well, I uploaded it this morning. I shot it, I taped it last night, about midnight or so. Did any of you see that one? I went off on that movie, did I not? And in the car with my mom today, I told her all about it too. And then I told her how I told you all about it because she was asleep and I had to get it out of my head. And she just laughed. She thought it was funny. So. But I'm going to watch part 2. It's a sequel. I don't think it's the same storyline. I don't know for sure. Supposedly, it's called The Other Girl or something like that. A girl reads a book, I guess, and thinks that the main character in the book is real. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go. But if they pull off that real life pretend stuff at the end, this one, because it's the same author and the same director, because they're based on books, I'm going to be very upset. But I think I want to watch that. I'm going to do this. I wanted to do this. I wanted to get that sign done is what I wanted. The sign stared at me all night long. So I wanted to do this once I got home. And I think then I'll watch the movie afterwards. Make sure you join me on my next build. I'll probably be telling you all about the second movie. Who knew this was a miniature build and a review? Movie review, book review. I don't know what else to talk about. Sometimes there's not much to say. I've said so much about building. This is literally a box. How many times have I told you guys, showed you how to build a box? So there was some new elements because it's new material. We covered that. I'm sure you don't want me to just sit here in silence. I do not want to sit here in silence. There's never silence in my head. That's why I started doing the videos, to get it out of my head. Just a little circle of that paper that we cut to make the hole bigger was sticking out. And the board's going to go on that, so I didn't want it to cause any trouble. Okay, we've got to put our wire through the hole now. And remember, we need to bend this just a little bit so it lays flat down the hole. So going from the inside, whoop, oh, that one didn't stick. I don't even know if that was the last one I did or not. I don't know, because I twisted it around in my hands to me. I think it might have been the last one I did. Maybe I just didn't hold it still enough. No, because this one kind of came undone. Kind of. The fronts are good. Was I just too impatient with the backs? Probably. When it comes to like little kids, I have all the patience in the world. When it comes to anything else, no, I don't. I have very, very little. Which is crazy, because one of the things they tell y'all guys all the time is you gotta have patience. Gotta go slow sometimes. Gotta take your time when you're cutting, when you're measuring, when you're gluing, like on pretty much everything. Especially gluing, you gotta be patient, and it's so crazy that I'm not. Please just stay. Oh yeah, if I turn my tweezers, it's easier, huh? I wasn't getting the very corner. I could figure out why, because my angle. I think that's good. I think they're gonna stay now. Okay, let's try this again. What are you all messed up about? Go through, there we go. Just be gentle when you're threading this through, that you don't tear. You don't want to tear that tracing paper. You don't want to tear that hole. And sometimes the bend in the wires make it a little difficult to pull through gently. Did I glue the other one down? I don't think I did. Trying to remember. I don't think I glued the other one down. Hey, you gotta stay one way or the other. I don't care which way, but you gotta go one way or the other. Okay, here's the tricky part. We've got to do both sides and the top at the same time, could you do them separately? Maybe. But I think I would have more trouble trying to get the glue on the next piece, or get the next piece like in. Oh, I remember I need to put this up on the top edge because that gave me some trouble last time. So I think I would have more trouble if I like glued one side and then tried to glue the other and then the front, getting that piece in. You just need to go down in the front. Come on. It's not cooperating at all. Okay, there's one side. Come on, come on, come on. What are you stuck on? Oh, it's stuck on the corner. There we go. I think that's it. This side kind of smushed in a little. Pop you back out, can we? Without destroying everything. Let's see. Can't put too much pressure because then I'll collapse it. So it's kind of like just gentle pressure. This corner is giving me trouble. I think I just had too much material there. I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that corner, but it was funky. So we clipped it. This corner's nice and tight. I was afraid of that. I just cut the little tab off. So it's just now the side and the top. There's no tab. And then it flicks somewhere off into the yonder of my desk. So that's okay. Well, stuck a little bit of glue in there. They still touch. It was just, I don't know, it was funky and it was not sitting right. Oh, you know what? It was maybe I didn't fold that tab in enough. So it was sitting up too high. Not enough of the paper was in the tab. I bet you that's what it was. Because I'm also having an issue on this corner here. There. Much better. Okay, and now we need to thread the wires through our wooden piece. And just like last time, I'm going to put the glue on the paper. So in case it's slightly different measurements, I don't have extra glue hanging off on the wood. And then boom. A little crooked. Let's straighten it up. There we go. Just get that to get a nice grip on it. And I pulled out some rocks. Remember our little sad little plant in the big pot? I've been thinking about it. And I don't want to fill it with rocks. I just want like the top layer of rocks. So I meant to grab a roll of paper towels, but I forgot. But I have my wet wipes, which I've used in the past to fill the bottom of planters. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill in the bottom like 2/3 of the planter with a wet wipe. Just tear it up, cut it up, and then glue some rocks on the top. I think that will kind of buff up the plant a little bit. Stay on there. It keeps popping off this side. Better. So our second little fluorescent light. And I'm just going to hang it over in my little clippy next to the other one. Okay, and let's get... Yeah, see how miserable that little thing is? There's just too much pot for that plant right now. So... like I said, wet wipes aren't absolute greatest because they're damp. But I've used them in the past and they work just fine. In the past, I've just taken a little wad of it, but this I have to go around the tree. So I'm going to put some glue just in a few little spots along the edges. Not coated or anything. Just to help hold this in place. And then I'm just going to kind of pack it down around. Stay down, stay down. I don't want to cover the center post of the stems. Is that what they are? They're stems? These are the leaves. Yeah, those are the stems. If you watch me make it, it's got a pretty wider center post, so I'm going around it. And then we'll build up. Okay, so we're completely around it, but it's only about to here. Maybe just slightly under half, so I'm going to put another layer. Stay on the outside. squished it on accident. Okay, so now I'm going to put some glue on top of the wet wipe and, whoop, wet wipe sticking up. We will not want you up. And then, what are we thinking? White? I'm thinking the tan, because the little pot is like a tan. Yeah, that worked. Come on, guys. I'm wondering if it's because it's wet and it's dampened the paper. See, before I always stuff the bottom and then set the plant on top of it. So let's give it a chance to like dry out maybe. Because honestly, I think it looks much better than it did before. So I'm gonna put a few little drops down. Stop sticking to my It just got the glue on top of the rock, so I just turn the rocks over. Okay, so let's give that a chance, because maybe these wet wipes weren't a good idea. I'm thinking that's what happened, is maybe the paper got a little damp, a little too damp. So let's let it dry out. Okay, so where are we at now? I have to turn the page in my book. Trying very hard to keep my new scissors clean. Clean from glue and all that. Right, well that took about half our time or so. Let's make a bookshelf. Need some D's. Some of them are small, so I'm just going to dump them all out, see what we got. I don't need the little black ones. That's for the globe. Those ones with the little knobs on the end. And these ones, see, these are D2, these are D1. And then D4, 3, 4, and D5. These are for the next build, so since I already have them out, this is for our podium. I'm just going to set those to the side. so that I don't have to dig them back out. I don't know if we'll get to it today, or right now, but we will see how it goes. All right, so a D3. This is going to sit on top. I do like how they give us the little A sits on top of B, so therefore A sits on top of B. Some of them, my first ones did not do that at all. None of my first kits had that, but a lot of the newer kits have this. And I can actually use the corner because of the little notches. Okay. Fine, fine. I could put it just flat against there. Not put it in the corner and just make sure it's spaced right. And then D4 with the slant on top. One on each side of that. So some glue on the back and then the bottom. Oh, come on. Trying to let you guys see as much as you can, but I want to make sure that this back stays straight, 90 degrees, and that I get these all the way pushed back. Whoop, I had it and then I twisted. I think that's good. Now our second one. It seems like very tedious work. It's just that it's small. I mean, it's not super tedious. Just have to go slow because it's just so small. And if you make too big of moves like that, it just falls off. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to take 2 D3s and put the back on top. This one I can use my little form for. Pop that in there in the corner. These are hard when they're so small. Not much to grab onto inside the form. Oh, I have to make 2 of these. Okay. me finish this one though. Those are going to be our 2 bottom racks. I'm going to put another B3 on the other side of this. It's going to be our top rack. So we're just going to turn this around and put one of these on the other side. It's just going to be for some of the papers are going to sit inside that little pocket that we're creating. Now the trick is going to be not to knock over this one while I'm pushing on this one. That's going to be the trick. No, that's too thick. I just pushed it off. Dang it. Ooh. Turned out better than I thought it would. Much better than I thought it would. Okay, so one more of these. Oh no, I did want this to put as a backer. Make sure it's right. And then we want to keep that 90-degree angle while we put these on. Oh, come on. You did so well on the last one. There's always one of them in the bunch, right? Always one troublemaker. Oh, jeez. I dropped it straight to the ground. Let me see. All pieces are still intact. I can't believe that. I hope I didn't shake you too bad. Sorry, I was trying not to hit the desk. Wow. Okay, and now our last little piece here. Ooh, okay, I think we're good. All right, now what? Now we want to very gently. So if this is the bottom, this is the bottom, and they go in at an angle, so these are at an angle. So I put a little bit of glue on those little studs there. And gently, this one is nowhere near dry, but hopefully it's tacky enough to stay where it's at. I can't see if I'm at the hole or not. Oh, I'm in. I was trying to force it and it's already in. Okay, and this one is going to go the opening face up, and it's just going to sit right on there. Not like really a mark or anything. Okay, so now let's glue up our other side. I don't really want the glue on the top. I want it on the sides, but it kind of has a mind of its own today. Okay, let's pop this one on. Please, please, please. Please play nice. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So there, oh, it's, why are you crooked? Oh! Well, those two stayed on. This is my problem child here. Okay, stay solid. Stay solid. Stay, stay, stay. Should I just leave it on its side for a few minutes? Thinking. I'm just gonna scooch. Yeah, we're just gonna scooch it up a little bit. Let it have a few minutes to dry. In the meantime, we're gonna take and make our podium. So we have these 5 pieces. I'm going to take the big one. Oh, I guess this is 2 pieces. Ha ha ha. Fooled me. They were in the bag like that. So I thought they were supposed to be 1 piece, but it just didn't get popped apart all the way. So the side is going to go on top of the bottom. So we'll put our glue on the side piece. Then we're going to build the little drawer, I guess. It's not going to be an opening drawer, but a little drawer nonetheless. So we're going to put D8 right about just above this bend right here. Just like right above it, straight across. Oh, that was not straight at all. Okay, and then the front plate is going to go on the insides of these. I'm not liking this. Well, if it'll stay, because then this piece has to go at, yeah, this is where I knew we were going to have trouble. It's going to go here. So, glue the side, glue the bottom. Then we'll also have to glue, without knocking it over, I mean, you may not have to, but you know, I like to glue, so I'm gonna glue there. They were not straight horizontally all the way, so I'm just trying to straighten them up without knocking that center piece out. Might be a tiny bit off, I can't tell. I think we're good. So let's go ahead and put our last piece on here. I'm just gonna, yeah, I can put it in very carefully. Other than that centerpiece didn't really touch all the way, Wow, you guys, that looks pretty dang good. Pretty good. I think I'm pretty even all the way around. Okay, so now let's see if we can get this one to stand up. Oh, you're crooked. Why are you crooked? There, that's better. I think the legs are kind of bowed out at the bottom. I didn't put the holes in here, so I don't know how I made it crooked. Oh, we have a wonky bookshelf, you know? Maybe it was donated. It's been lovingly used by these kindergartners for years and years and years. It's a little wonky. Okay. So we need one of our calendars. Here's our little pink calendar. We need one of the red books and one of the purple books. And then we need a 11-6. Let go, come on. 11-6 are these ones. We need 2 of these first 2. And then 11-9, this little note pad here. Yeah, both of them. Okay, so we're going to load. These books need to like be closed because they're gonna sit. They don't even fit. How do these not fit? I did not create the size of these. I did not create the size of this. I guess they'll fit if they're closed and they slide behind that shelf back here. You gotta go up behind it, so. Let's close up our books a bit. I know I missed one. Not my fingers. Just putting a little dab right on the edge. It doesn't need to be like completely all super glued together, but just so they don't open up. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some glue on the bottom portion. It'll touch a little bit higher, but and then on the base. I'm wondering. Yeah, now they'll just fall right in there because they're closed and they're not, or they're able to go up underneath that other second shelf. How do you not even fit side by side? Their sizing sucks. That one's kind of in front of, the purple one's a little bit in front of the red because they won't sit side by side. Okay, fine. A16, A16. Oh, I missed A15. I'm like, what? I just need one of the A15s though, because there's two of them here. I just need one of these. Does it look like maybe a little schedule or something? Okay, so on this next one, 1, 2, and 3, and they're gonna just kind of stagger. So I'm gonna put this one on first. And then the second one. I could go up much further if I wanted, but I don't need to with the glue. And then this looks like a report card, maybe. Actually, what it looks like is an old census card, but I don't think that would be in a classroom. So it could also look like an old report card. All right, so we have the 3 of those layered up there. Now we're going to put our calendar. See, we did all that riling up, and now we need to close it down. These guys really do suck with their size. Oh, you just got to pry it in there. That's going to sit over on the left. And then these little notes. It shows them smaller than that, so I think we're supposed to fold them. And they're side by side, so I think we're supposed to fold them in half. It doesn't actually show us that step, but I'm assuming that's like the only way you could make it shorter than the calendar. Yeah, that's how they're sitting. So that's, oh, that glue. Yep, I couldn't remember if I put bent side down or not. I did. So we're going to stick with that. I'm just actually going to turn the other side of this one out. I'm going to kind of leave it poking a little bit up. A little crooked, like maybe it just got shoved down in there real quick and not fixed all the way. All right, so there is our little bookshelf. Turned out very cute. And then our podium, we don't, oh yeah, we do. We gotta make the stuff. Well, we can put our chalk box on there. Our chalk box is gonna go in this back corner. Yep. All right, we are at time. And we've got to make some parts. So I'm going to call it there for right now. I'm going to go watch a movie. My last few videos I have not uploaded yet, so I think I'm going to upload one and then I'll watch my movie. But I don't know when you'll see this, but I will upload it well, the way I've been going, maybe tomorrow. We will see. We will see. So anyways, okay. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, whichever the case may be for you. And come back, join me on the next build. For me, it may be later this afternoon. For you, you can just click on the next, hopefully, click on the next video. And watch me. We're going to build our globe, a little pencil stack, jar of little pencils, colored pencils, and some papers. And then, yeah, and then guess what? We got to do the table and chairs, guys. Well, we can load a few things into our once we get this done, actually we'll load a few things in our lights. We'll get our lights in. So join me next time. Let's finish up our little podium here. I guess this is like the teacher's desk. It said podium, but I think in teacher's desk. Yeah? All right. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.